predictions on.
Predictions for the weekend, voilà. Alright, so good morning everyone. It is Wednesday, 5:40 a.m. and I was currently walking to the train because I was about to catch a train to go to the airport, but because of an issue on the rails they cancelled all the trains. So lucky enough I've got my girlfriend that is coming to pick me up and save me from this. Otherwise, sorry, forgot to put the camera up. But you know, otherwise I would have missed my flight. So very lucky to have her assist me. So now I'm just walking back to my house and waiting because shame. It's very stressful. The weekend hasn't already started and already a lot of pressure. So we made it to the airport. It was really stressful to be honest, but thanks to my girlfriend again who brought me, but I wasn't allowed to film the car because it was too early in the morning, but we made it and we're at the airport now and nearly time for boarding. Before heading to the circuit, I first have some meetings that I must attend in Barcelona city. So this is where I am now, but almost finished, and then we'll be heading towards the track together with my father. Really confident about this weekend. Looking forward to it as well because last time that we were here in 2023 we finished P3 overall, and also in race 1 we would have finished P2, but we had an alternator failure which caused a DNF, but we always had great speed around there. So looking forward to driving on this track with the new car as well, the Evo, since it came out last year. And let's see what we can do. There he is, the legend. Just arrived from South Africa. The wagon of the weekend. Look, little monster. Just arrived on the track, stickers on the car. So as you can see, things are being set up differently than at the Nürburgring, because back then there were some restrictions not allowing us to put out the tents that are accompanied by the truck. So as you can see now, we've got the big tent with both cars in front of it, mechanics prepping the car, and also we've got like a little backstage area in which we have a little restaurant part, office on top of the truck, but also where we work with the engineers. So next morning, relatively early wake up to go to the track. Luckily we weren't that far. Always nice to be back at Barcelona. We, as I mentioned, had good memories back there, but it's you know, the build up to the weekend is always a great excitement. Predictions for the weekend, voilà. T'as pas pris la... What are your predictions?
Prediction, pole et victory. Voilà.
Simple.
Oui, pole and victory. Tomorrow, no, Saturday morning at 12 and victory 5 o'clock Saturday.
Okay.
Sunday more complicated because Roberto has to catch up penalty.
Oh yeah.
So we'll just do a podium on Sunday. Voilà.
Okay, simple. So basically what the plan of today is we've got private test sessions, which is just like a free practice, but it's just with slightly less stress, let's say, because we've got 2.5 hours to test however we like to, and this provides us, like, you know, necessary damper adjustments or ride height or whatever, just to test without having the hurry of doing everything within an hour, and also to perform 4 times. So today we've got 2.5 hours, and yeah, let's see how it goes, but should be good, should have a good pace. Just had the private testing done. Pace seems to be there, but it's only Thursday, so we never know what's up. But at least today we were in the timing. So let's see how it goes tomorrow. But we had a first good day today.
For the Barcelona finale, as I promised, we also had the 50 names of the winners of the 50 subscriber challenge. So once again, thank you so much for your support. I really massively appreciate you guys supporting me and my journey. So these names have been driving on both sides of the car for the whole weekend, from Thursday onwards until Sunday in the last race. So really cool experience.
Today we're gonna have free practice 1 coming up, and then pre-qualifying. So the target again is you got practice sessions, and in pre-qualifying you will have to simulate your qualifying stint in case that qualifying doesn't go through due to an event which would cancel qualifying, but most unlikely. So now again it's the same principle as yesterday. We've got practice sessions, we can try things out. We had good pace yesterday, but after analyzing data, we saw that we're we're relatively slow on straight lines compared to other cars, so it's going to make it interesting this weekend. But we're starting off on the back foot, and we just heard that the BOP that manages the performances, the balance of performance of the cars, won't be changed until after qualifying. So most probably we're going to struggle in qualifying, which is frustrating to know, but we got to do with the tools we have, and we'll see what we can maximize. So yeah, done with FP1 and pre-qualifying. It was a nightmare, to be honest. So we didn't have grip at all. Track is too hot, the car is overweight. We have 50 kilos due to balance of performance, and it doesn't benefit us. So bit of a disappointing day, but tomorrow the official things start. So let's see what we can do tomorrow with new tires during qualifying.
Ouais, ça c'est différent.
From Saturday onwards, things start really to get serious as we've got qualifying coming up and race one in the evening. So cars must be in perfect conditions, drivers' performance as well. So early up in the morning, mechanics go and check the car, warm it up, see if there's any oil issues or leaks or turbo whatsoever. And when nothing is wrong, we're ready and set to go and chase qualifying.
Qualifying done, so as we feared, we were overweight and it didn't pay off because we're too slow in general. So if they don't change the BOP for the race, we're gonna struggle, but it is what it is. We're starting, I don't know, we're starting like around P16 or something, and we don't have the car to fight at the moment. So let's see what we will do in the race. We'll fight for sure, but it's gonna be a tough one.
Second on the grid of Jan Duran lags back a little bit, so away storms Josh Rattigan into the lead of the race as Greg Gilbert tries to get the Audi at the inside, switches sides. Does he? No, he stands his ground on the inside. It's Jan Duran going to the outside line, then Edwin Elston's green Porsche behind him, Gilbert in the green and grey Audi to the inside line, but Rattigan will lead into turn one, crowds Duran out over the curb then, and that's going to give Greg Gilbert the chance to challenge maybe on the inside. Then Gilbert gets squeezed and there's contact because then Gilbert and Edwin Helston get together. Gilbert's off the road, Helston's off the road, and that's Lariche off the road as well in avoidance. So two of a 10-second penalty for, as the yellow flags are shown. We've also got number 5 in the gravel. That 10.
Unfortunately, no driving time again. My teammate had a collision with a competitor, but he tried things. The BOP is again, it's not favorable, and we can't do anything with it. So he tried his best and made a slight contact, which destroyed the steering, so I couldn't steer anymore. So it's a shame, but it is what it is. Tomorrow is the last race, and let's try to make something out of it, even though things aren't going our way, but we don't give up and we keep on going. Morning everyone, so we're here for the final race of the season. Fortunately I also got sick during the night due to aircon, so things aren't going our way this weekend, but let's end this race on a high, try to do the maximum we can, even though again we're not in a favorable position, starting P23 today. Because of that we received a 5 grid place penalty because of the contact that my teammate had during the race, but I must take it because it's the last race of the season, so otherwise they can't give the penalty. So again, we're gonna find ourselves in a challenging race, but still looking forward to it, and see you then.
For 2025 is go, and a good start made by the McLaren, but diving out of the draft further back on the grid there is Paul Petit in the Audi. It is going to be McLaren 1-2, Hadrian on the outside. outside does not have the grunt in a straight line, and so Cresswell is going to lead Charlie Hart. Sergio Nicolai in the Audi up the inside as well, the grey car. He slots into the queue, so Cresswell leads. Up into second place is Hadrian.The, and off the road goes Charlie Hart, the McLaren through the gravel, and there's drama in the background. Hart is stuck, and others have got caught up in other incidents.
Yeah, I think Hart trying to go round the outside. So that could be my detective work on that one.
And he goes very wide up the curve, and that opens the door now. Look for Ruben Del Sarte to have a go on the inside. Alberto Nasca right there as well in the Lotus behind him, but actually Blickler able to regroup and hang on to the place as they... But Ruben Del Sarte, former Ginetta Junior racer, again challenging, looks to the inside, Blickler fends him off.
Yeah, fire so far, but... load of momentum, and potentially as well for the next few corners as he cleans his tires back up.
Ahead of the Porsche, ahead of the Lotus, that he's catching back up to the tail now of that W&S Motorsport run. Cayman, race leader goes by, Mackenzie Cresswell 2.5 seconds up the road.
That's it for round 6 of the GT4 European Series finale. Yesterday I didn't drive, so at least today I drove. The car didn't feel really good. We were overweight, it's a fact. Couldn't do anything about it. With a 5 grid penalty, I did some overtaking, which was nice, but the base wasn't there. At least I drove, but we ended up 19th, best we could do. Anyways, I want to thank everyone supporting me this year for both on and off track, and my sponsors Fila & Fields, Mantis, Bomberg, and Targeted Promotion as well, and the whole team, of course, and you guys following my journey. So anyway, thank you a lot for following every step of the way, and see you soon for other off-track activities, announcements, and also off-duty in between season things that I will be doing, and keep you posted.